All right, Niko, the things we saw coming in. You're a long-limbed kind of guy, long, lanky body. You're developing some good musculature and that type of thing. You're what, 6'3", 6'4"? Okay. You're kind of hunkering down in that stance, trying to make yourself small. You'd never want to do that in football, right? If we're going to crash into each other, you want to be big, aggressive, and intimidating. Nothing different about the snapping stance, except we have to adapt it to snap a ball effectively off the line of scrimmage, okay? You're in a position we call hunched or turtle, because you are really hunkering down and dipping your head severely, so you're very round back. That's why we call it turtle, okay? We want the spine aligned in the game of football for the most part. It gives you leverage by distributing weight around the center of gravity, above and below if you're standing, forward and aft of the center of gravity if you're over in a stance, okay? And when you hunch down, you reduce that extension, and so therefore you have less compromised balance and less leverage would be the way to say it, okay? So we need to kind of bring your head up, align it with the neck vertebra with the rest of your spine, straighten out the back somewhat, and open you up. That'll also give you a lot more space underneath, because when you hunker down like that, you're just in a compact ball. You can't gut crunch effectively. You can't bring much more than just the arms into the snap, and we want to make this an all-body aggressive type of motion. You know, I told you with the right form and technique, you can be as aggressive snapping a football as you'd be firing out to block an opponent or girlfriend. So, block or tackle an opponent or girlfriend. Probably tackle your girlfriend more than your blocker, right? Okay, so that's number one. And here's how we fix it. We go from here, align the neck, open you up and get big. See how we do that? Okay, open it up. On top of that, because you were compact and you're really trying to muscle through, you're kind of fighting your body, you're ending up with most of your body weight forward at the end of the snap, forward to the center of gravity, so you'd fall forward slightly at the finish sometimes, okay? So let's three-step you. I'll show you how to open it up yourself, and then we'll make sure everything's checking out right. You ready? First thing I'm going to do is pull you forward, okay? Lean on the ball when you need to. That's going to get knee bend to 90 or less, straighten the back, and extend the arms. Next thing I'm going to do is raise you up, maximizing that operating room under the torso. Let's get you open so when you get the helmet and pads on, you're going to appreciate that space. Then I'm going to shove you back into the hips towards your target till the heels touch the ground, knees are over the toes, you're solid on your feet. Does that feel comfortable? Yeah. That's a big, open, aggressive stance. Nice, solid two-point football stance for snapping. Let's throw it hard. How'd that feel? Where'd the ball go? Right in the hip, didn't it? Yeah, perfect setup will lead to a perfect snap because everything's going to go where it should. Down the spine towards your target through the hips, up through the leg, the feet, up into the hips. Those energies will combine and converge and combine in an arrow point, and wherever that arrow is pointed, that's where the ball's going to go. Excellent job, okay? Huh?
I'm forward of that motion, sliding backwards.
It's fine. Now, we don't teach you to slide. The bigger the guy, the less he's going to tend to slide, but as long as the motion energy is going back into the hips, whether he slides or not, I don't care. Smaller, lighter guys that get really aggressive with it, you may slide some, but don't just slide for sliding's sake. That's a byproduct of an aggressive gut crunch and throw down and through, and an aggressive drive off the balls of the feet into the hips.
And then also about my grip.
Is it working for you? You getting a good spiral? You getting good accuracy? Okay. One thing you can try, if you ever are throwing high consistently, you can try sliding the guide hand down the ball a little bit, because that'll keep that lead nose from drifting up. But grip's a weird thing to change, so make sure you find what works and you're going with it before you get into camp in a few weeks, okay? Okay, so coming into camp, go ahead and dip your head way down. You've already mastered all these things. You were really hunkered down and hunched up. No gap width downfield between shoulders and knees and that kind of thing. So we straightened you out, bring that neck up, line it with the spine, raised you up a little bit, got you open, and then, of course, I raised you too much there. We just kind of settled you into a really comfortable and fundamentally sound stance. Load bearing should be on the quads, most comfortable, explosive place to start. If you ever get pressure in the hip flexors, you're probably getting too wide, okay? Give it a good hard throw. Okay, I probably had you down too long. Okay, let's do one more. Very quickly. You know what, I'm just going to refilm you right now. That way, since we didn't have volume, we'll be covered. We'll get you back in the group here momentarily. I'll have you bring Bradley Huffman over, okay? All right, good solid stance. Feel good? Throw it hard, get aggressive. Outstanding. Does that feel solid? You're solid on your feet. Perfect balance and a perfect setup will lead to a perfect snap. Any questions? You're looking good. Okay. Feel like your arms are dramatically? Good arch. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's move it. Don't get too low, don't get too tall. Good disciplined stance, good balance, good heart, good throw. Okay, we got set up right.